Good morning everyone, today is the day where we're finally going to be taking advantage of that 10% augmentation aid. First of all, we're going to start with the big game hunters on ship 2 on my main character as we attempt to get mastery 4 onto my weapon. But before we jump into the video, if you're new to the channel, I upload NGS content daily, so if you do play this game, I would really appreciate a subscribe as it really helps out the channel. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin the video. Alright, first things first, and we're going to look. Here is my Kaiser weapon. We will be replacing the Might 3 with a Mastery 4, and that's pretty much it for this weapon. I might change the Dustal Soul into a Frostal Soul because, then it'll be a little bit more balanced on the stats. It's a little bit too HP heavy right now, so I do want to balance that out a little bit. And as we can see here, I have 7N augmentation success rate plus 20%, as well as 4 augment item protections. So with all of that out of the way, let's begin the process. So here we are at the item lab enhancement. We are going to add augments over here, Kaiser weapon. We're going to pull up our Mastery 4. So I only have 1 capsule, so boom, there we go. So that is 8% success rate. However, because there's the augmentation success rate plus 10%, it's actually 18% now, which is much better. Confirm. So we will be removing Might 3 and replacing it with Mastery 4, as you can see right here. Start a fix, yes. We will put a 20% booster, so that'll boost our chances to 38%. And we will use the N augmentation item protection. So in case it does fail, we do not lose our Mastery 4 capsule over here. And here we go. Last time we did this, we failed epically. So hopefully this time it's a success. And no, it failed. However, lucky for us, we did use the augmentation protection, so we didn't lose the capsule, so we can try once more. All right, here is attempt number 2. Let us pray that this works. We have 4 attempts total and it's 38% chance, right? So mathematically speaking, we should get it someday, eventually, I hope. That's 2 down. We've only got 2 more tries. I'm getting a little bit worried here. I really hope that this succeeds. All right, 20% again, item protection. This is the 3rd attempt. Please don't fail me. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. All right, we got it. And there we have it. 3rd time was the charm. We do have Mastery 4 on our Kaiser weapon. It's 10.3% melee potency. Pretty nice. I'm very, very happy with this. And of course, our damage adjustment is at 52.2%. It could be better, but I'm very happy with what I have right now. So now when we look at my stat information, it's 55.2% melee potency. Our attack is now 2059. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm very happy with this. But we are not done yet. We also want to change the soul. So we're actually going to be changing this with a Frostal Soul. Since Frostal Soul has an 8% chance, if you put 10 of these capsules, it should be 80% normally. However, because we do have this 10% boost, it is bumped up to 90%, which means I only need to use a 10% augmentation aid in order to guarantee the Frostal Soul. Now, of course, if I wanted to be a little bit savvy, I could have used 9 Frostal Souls and then use a 20% booster to save a little bit of Meseta. However, on ship 2, Meseta is not that big of a concern for me, so I really don't care. And so this is why I'd rather just go with a regular 10% and boom, we are done. Here it is, the final product. I have 55 HP and 10 PP from the Kaiser weapon alone. Here are the stats, very, very beautiful. And yeah, this is it. This is the final weapon, my final form, and I'm very happy with it. So you can see here I still have 4 20% augmentation aids as well as 1 augmentation item protection. So we're going to simply put this into my storage and we can use that at a later date when I do decide to upgrade my armors to eventually a 7-star rarity armor is what I'm planning, and then I will go balls to the wall and invest heavily into that. But that is it for my ship 2 character. We are now heading off to my ship 4 character as she has a lot of gear that needs upgrading. And boom, we are my ship 4 character right now. And well, I've got 1 more Sasato Armor Argo over here with the Decoded Might that I need to augment. And yeah, I'm just going to show you how I do it. So we go into the item lab. We're simply going to go add augments. We're going to go to our Sasato Armor Argo over here and material storage. The first thing that I want to put is, of course, Might 3. So instead of putting 10 of them, you can actually just put 9 since we will be putting a 10% booster anyway. The next thing is, of course, we're going to put 10 Gigas Might 3s. As for the soul, I will be using Didal Soul 3. And then for my last augment, I would like to put Dreadkeeper 3. Unfortunately, I haven't farmed enough yet, so I could just go with Dreadkeeper 2, or I could probably go with a Tria capsule. Let's see if I have enough Tria capsules. So confirm, So our order is gonna be Might, Gigasmite, Didal, as well as Star Omel. Now again, I would replace Star Omel with Dreadkeeper 3 normally, but since I don't have enough Dreadkeeper 3s yet, the Tria Star Omel is gonna be the placeholder. So we're gonna pop in a 10% booster and bam, look at that. Everything's 100%, zero gambling required, boom. And here it is, as we can see on page 2, it actually gives us 14.8% potency. It does give a little bit less HP and PP, quite a bit less, 40 HP and 9 PP instead of my regular armor, which would actually give me 75 HP and 16 PP, but I do get less potency. I only get 12.3% versus this one, which I get 14.8%. So it really depends on your playstyle and what you personally value. You could even go mixed build if you want, you know, some with Dreadkeepers, some without. It's up to you. So now we're going to equip this and replace our Sword Zest armor with this. And as you can see, it actually increases my weapon potency by 6.5%, increases my battle power by 10, and gives me even more cold resistance as well as down resistance. So there we go, boom. So here are my final stats unbuffed. 57.2% weapon potency. This is actually higher than my ship 2 character's potency, but of course my attack is still pretty low because I'm still using an evil orbit weapon, and it's not even augmented. It's literally the 4 capsules that it originally came with Might 3 slapped on, so that's only 8.5% potency. So there is still a ton of room for improvement when I do get my Kaiser weapon, because well, then I can focus all onto melee potency and get even more. Now there is a small sacrifice on HP and PP. As you can see, my HP is only 665 and my PP is 147. However, let us see our stats after we buff up with some food, and not bad at all. We are at 718 HP and 159 PP. That's actually really good stats. I think it's 100 HP less than my ship 2 character. However, the PP is pretty much on par. So yeah, this is actually quite a good trade. I'm trading quite a bit of HP, unfortunately, but I do gain a little bit more weapon potency, which will allow me to deal even more damage, which is very nice. I also have 125 elemental resistance because of the 3 Sasata Arga armors, which is going to be very nice since I still need to farm in the Gorge. And I do have 65.7% physical resistance, which means that it's a little bit harder for enemies to stun me, so that is nice. However, unfortunately, this has confirmed that resistances are not additive and they're actually multiplicative. The reason I say this is because if you look at the Arga armors, it's actually 30% physical resistance, but it's 30% for each piece. So technically it should have given me 90%, but unfortunately it's only 65.7% because it's multiplicative and not additive. So that kind of does ruin my plans on ship 2, where I was planning to go Addy Ward Mel times 4, which was supposed to give me 80% resistance. Unfortunately, I don't think that is going to work out. It's probably going to give me like 60% all resistance since it's multiplicative. But yeah, this is the progress of the ship 4 character so far at 2768 battle power. Once I get my Kaiser weapon, this is obviously going to change. I believe my ship 4 character is actually going to have more battle power than my ship 2 character, simply because I have opted to more damage instead of tankiness. So yeah, that's going to be pretty cool, pretty interesting to see. Special thanks to all the members for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. Thank you again. But yeah, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. Hopefully you guys found it helpful. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye. What can I say except